All right, welcome back. It's been about a week since we did the very first episode of Frostpunk, and there's been very positive feedback from you guys out there saying, "Hey, we would like to see some more." Well, you're in luck because the version that I have has been updated. I've got a fresh campaign that is not capped after 10 days. Thank you so much to 11-Bit Studios for providing this free of charge. Of course, that's full disclosure on my account. Welcome to the bleakness that is The City Must Survive. Colin Clark, at the age of 52, who's an engineer, is providing tech for the city. Good job, Colin. We're all very proud of you. So yeah, like I said, this is not capped at 10 days. So let's see where the story takes us. So we can customize the scenario. We're going to put it down to medium difficulty. People's needs, economy, weather, and society's attitude. I love it. So let's go in. A new home. We have fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. Whatever sea is north of London remains to be seen, but sure, whatever. On our way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and it's scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the side of this generator only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there others out there? Whatever we do, we must expect the worst now that the world, as we know, it crumbled. Oh, cool. Well, we have to survive. There's a generator. We already talked about this bad boy the first time we came through this. The tech tree has changed a little bit. Also, the UI has changed quite a lot as well. We need to survive the cold. That's going to be our very first goal here, of course. So let's get some of these tents up and running. So the first 30 wood that we have, we're going to use on that. And let's get some more wood going as well. And of course, we need coal. So we're going to be working on that and a little bit of steel as well. So basically, we want to set up a resource outpost. Oh man, this UI is just gorgeous. So yeah, we want to set up a resource outpost and then turn on the generator. So let's get everybody out there. They need to walk through the snow at the moment. Apparently, there's workers needed. There's so much to do and not enough hands to do it. The quickest way of addressing this problem is to put our children to work. They can work in the food shops later on. Alright, so contrary to the first time that we played this, we don't know how to build bunkhouses right away, which is obviously a problem. We can build this gathering post, however, so we're just going to go and do that. So let's build a gathering post and do it like this, and let's hope that our people don't horribly freeze to death during this process. Now, the generator is offline. We've completely forgotten how to build houses made of wood. We're conjuring cloth from the air, apparently. And we're just waiting for the first shift to finish so we can start constructing all the important stuff. There's a couple of weird bugs with this build of the game, so if you see any weird bugs, don't be too upset. Let's turn on the generator. This game is gorgeous, don't get me wrong. This is staggeringly beautiful. No roof over our heads. Captain, people are understandably concerned about the lack of shelter. I will provide shelter for everybody. 2 days to provide shelter for 50 people. Let's go and provide shelter for 50 people. Normally, this may not be a good idea to basically say, hey, I will provide shelter to this many people this quickly. However, considering the amount of resources that I have, this should be totally doable, and this will also improve our hope and reduce our discontent by quite a significant amount. Captain, when facing demands, remembering this, the people usually look for the quickest solution, not the best one. You don't have to necessarily agree with everything they ask for. If you fix the problem your way, that's fine. Now, as you can see, we're kind of building our housing area in not directly around the generator. We kind of want to leave most of our housing in one area because later in the game we're going to need to do some stuff with that. And you will see it once we get there. Okay. Shelter, promise fulfilled. Hope rises. Everybody feels relieved with a roof, even a flapping one over their head. That's good. So now we'll need to improve our stockpile. So let's just remove these guys and put in the work over here. We'll remove these guys here and these guys over here. And then we will build a gathering post in this area. Or we could put a medical post as well, because we're gonna need to do that sooner or later anyway. So we'll build a gathering post. We still got maximum amount of people working on the coal, so we need to stockpile enough coal to basically be able to survive. Let's remove 5 workers from this coal and put them onto this here hut. Another day, another shift. Well, that is life. You know, there is a day and night cycle, of course. So the tutorial is pretty damn well done. Not so much a tutorial, though. It's more of an in-game wiki, I want to say. Okay, so the shift is starting. Nobody's at home right now, so we can just turn the... We can turn the generator off, I feel. And then once the shift ends, we can put the generator back online so we don't run into any coal issues. Good, so this is now done. Food. The generator hums with a reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. If the generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of coal reserves. Now food, there'll be no city if we starve to death. Secure a way to provide raw food, build a cookhouse to prepare meals. Okay. So we're going to build another gathering post down here. And then build a road to the actual place. And we don't have enough wood at the moment, so that's a problem. Let's hope that we can get just enough wood to build that there outpost. The heating is off. The generator is offline. Well, everybody is at work at the moment, so it's not really an issue. Okay, so we can remove the workers from this area. Okay, and then we will build a... Shift is done. Generator back online. Let's build another gathering post near the coal. And then we will build a road from there. At least as soon as we have wood again. Because I don't want my people to be cold out in the snow. That would be bad. So they can now all go back into their little huts. We have some people that are being treated for illness. That is a bit annoying. Okay. Can we just remove this wood a bit quicker, maybe? Well, once the resource post is up and running, so we will get wood and steel during the day. So that is good. Okay, let's fast things forward. And I think the shift has started again. It's now 7 in the morning. Good. So let's turn the generator off so we can deal with this stuff. Okay, so let's get this road up and running. Overall, like, I'm being very, very careful, but I also need to be very careful about our food supplies, because if food runs out, well, the city is dead. And right now we only have raw food. Steel has been depleted. So we can have these dudes work over here. That's fine. The generator's off. That was to be expected. Okay, so... Alright, so this is a hunter's hut, right? Okay. We got a couple of sick absentees. We got 500. Oh, let's just turn the generator on. We got more than enough resources. Yeah, food is becoming a problem. Let's build a cookhouse. A cookhouse is kind of important, but it also needs to be within the heating zone, or else it doesn't work. That's also the reason why I didn't just stack up all the buildings like that. So we're gonna go and build this up as soon as we can. So, it's time to make the children work. We're gonna go and, well, we could give him chill shelters as well. They won't cause any mischief. New building child hope will rise, providing all children with a place in the child center. Permanent hope bonus. And that gives us access to the engineer apprentices as well as the medical apprentices, which is useful. And the other one is the child labor laws. But I kind of... this is annoying. This is... Oh, good lord. Radical treatment. Sustain life. Food adjectives. Food adjectives. Putting sawdust in the food. I'm gonna accept the fighting arena. Because I do want to have a fighting arena. Because it makes people happy. You know, like they can go with the ancient tradition of pugilism. That's you old British for fighting. Good. A fighting arena has been established in accordance with new law. Hope rises. Hooray. Let's hope it's not too cold in there. So we need more hunters, ideally. So let's remove these guys. Let's remove a couple of engineers. And let's remove a couple of dudes here. So we can have 5 engineers working the cookhouse. And a bunch of guys as hunters. Okay, so this is all being taken care of. That's fine. So we have hunters now. Our entire population is hungry. That is slightly unfortunate. Okay, the shift is started. People are hungry, and they're cold at home. Permanent modifiers living near a fighting arena. So because we've built all of our houses near the fighting arena, they are pretty happy with that. We want to build a second hunter's hut. Just so that we can get stuff going. We also want to start building a tech lab. So we can get some science going. If I actually built a stupid thing. There we go. Because we need that in order to build some more stuff. Okay. Gathering posts. Coal pile has been... Oh, both of them have been depleted. Ooh, that was a little bit unfortunate. Okay, cool. So, well, both coal piles have been depleted, but we have over 700s. This one has been depleted as well. That is a little bit more unfortunate. This one's still up and running. We got a coal pile over here and steel wreckage over there. So let's get another gathering post going over here. And instead of it connecting to the city, actually we can just do it like this. Yes. Okay, cool. So we have a gathering post down there. A bunch of people should become available now as well for working in various locations. We have 30 people available. We have 5 engineers available. That's great. And then we're building another road up to this area. And there's the technology tree! Well done, everybody. We made it to the tech tree. We are going to need to build a beacon, which allows us to send scouts and search the wilderness for goods and survivors, and will bring us to the city. Lookouts will also spot incoming groups of people. It costs a bunch of resources, which we have. Right now we got a little bit of hunger because of discontent. Or discontent from hunger, let's put it that way. But we got enough hunters to take care of all this food-related stuff.
Time to rest, folks.
So we're gonna start researching a bunkhouse as well. What's this? Family torn apart. Sir, a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband, her daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she is sure that they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout team we'll send out. She urges you to hurry. We'll do what we can, woman. The city must survive. We can't just, you know, make decisions based on your wildly womanly ways. Okay. Not entirely sure what these guys are going, by the way. They're just, they're walking through the glacier for some reason. Not entirely sure what's up with that. The other problem with this is, of course, if we increase the size of the city, we start to get into, well, problems. And this is why this comes in. Ooh, an economy button. So right now we got some extraction efficiency. There's some workforce stuff. Our daily gain is here as well, so we're getting gains. That's always nice. Our daily consumption of coal is 120, but our daily consumption is 140. But our daily consumption production is 120. That's a bit bad. Food rations we're getting plus 30 a day, so that's good. But it's raw food gain. We currently have 0 untreated citizens and 4 are in treatment, so that's good. Housing. We got a couple of cold tents that we need to take a look at. Everybody's living in tents and we got 0 vacant beds, so that's annoying. We currently have houses, no bunk houses though, so we can't look at that yet. Our production balance, we're getting wood, we're getting steel, that's all going well. So all that stuff is running nicely. Food is potentially a problem in the mid to long term, and of course our coal supplies are not all that great either.
Time to get to work.
What's this? You can introduce a new law. Find a way to battle the hunger, the sickness, and the apathy. We can build a public house. Even in this harsh new world, people still need to raise their spirits after work in good company with a stiff drink in hand. After new building, public house. Patrons of the public house are less discontent and hope will rise slightly. Costs 15 wood. I do think that we need one of these. So we're going to go and build a public house. I have no idea how big this thing is, but it will make the people happy. And that's something that we kind of need right now. Because discontent will kill the city. And who knows, maybe some of them want to go... I counted pub visits among the simple pleasures we have lost forever. Well, it's back now, so that's good. We're currently also researching the beacon, so that's nice. So we have enough resources. Food we have enough of, for now at least. Wait, people need to work here? Oh dear lord. Okay, so apparently people need to work at the building, so that's a bit unfortunate. We've got the beacon. We want to keep this as far away from the population as possible because we want to build our houses around this area. Let's just remove 2 workers here. Public house built. Has been erected in accordance to the new law. People are anxious to let off steam in this house of respite. And discontent will decrease. People are hungry, and people are cold at home. But we have a public house, and we have a fighting arena, so that makes people happy. Yeah, there's quite a lot of managing population. Okay, we're at free time right now. They are free to set their need. Okay. The beacon has been built. We are no longer lost and blind. From now on, our people will be able to survey the icy barrens that surround us. The Frostland. We get this cool cinematic of a balloon. Look, Nikki, the balloon.
Oh, pretty.
Yes. If being stuck in a frozen wasteland was pretty, that'd be the word I'd be using as well. Anyway, the balloon is now up and running. So that is exciting. I just realized I can totally make a swastika out of roads. We need to get... What do we need? We need workers. We need 5 workers from somewhere. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, cool. So, let's go to the crash site. See if we can find something. Several wrecked vehicles, no signs of life. They are probably our machines. Let's hope so. We had to leave a number of supplies. Yeah, supplies would be good. What's this? Ready to search. People cheer as the giant observation balloon soars above the city. This is a real feat. Everybody feels proud of the work they've done to make it happen. Volunteers have lined up, eager to go looking for our lost people in the Frostland. The woman who came forward earlier is amongst them. We do need a win. It's cold out there, man. Okay, so we're on free time right now. It'll be nighttime soon. People, once again, they're going off into the glacier. I have no idea what's going on with that. We have some tech that we can research. We need a sawmill. Because wood is becoming a problem. We still got some wood crates over here. So at least we can get that. There's some steel wreckage as well. Another coal pile. Pile. That's the word I was looking for. Can we actually remove roads? Dismantle street. Yes. I do want to dismantle this street. Because they are resources we can use elsewhere. Excellent. We have 6 people that are gravely ill with right now. And maybe I should be starting to research bunkhouses and whatnot. I've got to hold on. The people are depending on me. Another day, another shift. Well, that is life. Indeed it is, good sir. So we need to get the sawmill going. There's the shift. Let's shut down the reactor for now. What's this? Okay, we're back on the shift.
Get back to work.
So why have I shut down the reactor? Well, the oven or whatever you want to call it. Mainly because nobody's working in the center of the city, so using all that heat is not all that useful right now. This is where our expedition was split up, where our vehicles crashed during the snowstorm. Some of our precious supplies should be there. Searching might provide wood and raw food. The fate of the forgotten. There is plenty of priceless supplies in the wreck of our expedition. Searching among the crates scattered in the snow behind the wrecks, we find the bodies. They're tangled together in a single frozen mass if these people were trying to find at least a little bit of warmth just before they died. We can do nothing for them. We can't even bury them. We've discovered the observatory. We gain 154 wood and 68 raw meat because of this terrible experience. No, it's not that kind of meat. Stop looking at me like that.
You said you gained wood.
Oh, I thought you were going down the cannibalist route. But sure, I have gained wood. Alright, so one of our wreckage sites has depleted. That's fine. Okay. So the generator is currently lowering its heat. And the heat is awful. Alright, let's turn the generator back on. It's almost the end of the work shift. And we have successfully researched the sawmill. So the sawmill turns frozen trees into usable material, producing up to 80 wood per standard workday. Now all these trees are in this wide area, so we can mine those. So we're gonna go and mine those for wood. So let's go and set that up. There we go. So we'll be able to have people work in those facilities in order to get more resources. Cold homes. Captain, some of our people are concerned about the low temperature in their homes. They quite sensibly point out that it's easy to fall ill when it's cold. Discontent will raise slightly. I can't do anything about it right now, but discontent will increase a little bit. But I can't build bunkhouses right now, so it's not an option, I'm afraid. Let's move 2 guys off of here and have them work in the sawmill. And we can get a new tech. We're gonna go and get the... Where's the bunkhouse? Yeah, the bunkhouse is level 2 even. Faster gathering, heating, balloon. I'm gonna go get drawing boards. I'm gonna go for tier 2 because I want to get the bunkhouse up and running. Something's amiss at the observatory. Snow covers the precious instruments, and the dome is open, letting out a thin column of smoke. Someone is inside. Search might provide survivors. Let's explore. The art in this game is so beautiful. I'm not even gonna lie. The sun is dimming. Isn't the sun capitalized?
Yeah, it's
Instead of astronomers, we are met by some of our lost people. They explain that they came here for help but found everybody dead. The astronomers continued their observations until they starved. What was so important for them? They wrote it in their diaries. The loss of sunlight cannot be explained solely by the fouling of the atmosphere by the southern volcanoes. The sun is dimming. Let's escort the survivors back to the city. That is 34 people that we need to put in houses. So we need to build 5 tents in order to... Actually, 4 tents in order to make sure we can keep these people warm. But I told you, man, this game's bleak. I love it. I love everything about it. Okay, almost out of wood. But as soon as our scout comes back, we'll be able to get more resources, because obviously they're bringing wood as well. And with that bombshell, with the scouts coming back from the observatory, finding everybody dead, we're going to go wrap up the episode here. This has been the first episode of this series for Frostpunk. Who knows where we'll end up? Maybe we'll die horribly. The city may not survive, but the city must survive. And then we're going to glue some cogs on our top hats, because this is clearly steampunk. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take good care of yourselves and each other.